today. It is a good day to be a Bostonian. The Celtics have made their way down to Dallas for tonight's Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
Wow. And we have Kwani getting the inside scoop on everything we need to know straight from our very own NBC Boston sports team. Come on,
Yes,
Kwani.
I'm right in my element right now. The Celtics do have a big night ahead of them. And joining us now to give us some insight, the host of Celtics Pregame live on NBC Sports Boston, Tom Giles. You're getting a round of applause in studio.
Oh, I love that, Kwani. Great to talk to you. What's happening?
It's good to hear from you as well. And the big story from Tuesday afternoon, Kristaps Porzingis is listed as questionable for Game 3 after dislocating a tendon in his left leg on Sunday. So how do you think this is going to affect tonight's lineup?
So at this point, he's questionable, and I think that based on what we know, it's probably going to come down to either pain tolerance or just how much they can kind of secure that ankle, stabilize it. As far as the Celtics and matching up, if you don't have Kristaps Porzingis, you're going to see a lot more minutes, I would think, from Al Horford. Luke Cornett maybe getting some minutes off the bench as well. Maybe you see Jason Tatum playing, the 5, playing the center in this situation. But Celtics, have a very deep team, and they have won without Kristaps Porzingis in these playoffs and in the regular season. So it's not the end of the world if he can't go in Game 3, but there is probably a chance that he doesn't play tonight and plays maybe in Game 4. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. But at this point, he's questionable, so we might see him, we might not.
The Celtics understand next man up, so like you said, we'll stay tuned for that. Old friend of Boston, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, they get a chance to play at home for the first time this series, but the Celtics also undefeated this postseason on the road. So how do you think whose advantage is had right now?
Yeah, I think this is going to be probably Dallas starting to feel a little more comfortable at home. You got the role players typically, as they say, play better at home as opposed to on the road. So that'll be interesting, and I think it's going to be a somewhat hostile environment. So that's where Dallas is probably going to feel pretty good about things. But as you brought up, the Celtics undefeated on the road in this postseason. They were great on the road in the regular season, so I don't think they're going to be rattled by much. And actually, it's kind of funny because Kristaps Porzingis seems like he'd be the guy that their fans would get on because he used to play in Dallas, and maybe they felt that he didn't leave on the best terms, so that would have been the guy that they would have been booing, just like Celtics fans were booing Kyrie Irving back in Boston. But I'm sure they'll find a way to get excited about it. You're just talking to some of the fans in this city. You're starting to hear them say Mavs in 6, which doing the math there means that they got to win 4 straight, and that hasn't happened against the Celtics all season. So, but I am interested to see what the crowd's like inside the American Airlines Center.
And finally, for the casual Boston sports fan, what should they be looking out if they do plan on tuning in tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see a Celtics team that's got an opportunity to take that 3-0 series lead. And I know a lot of people look at this and probably want to see them clinch at home. But if they're able to win tonight, there's a chance that they could clinch this thing on Friday. So that's something you keep in mind as you watch it. But as a casual Boston fan, there's been a lot of talk about Jason Tatum in this series. And maybe he hasn't shot the ball the best. He's impacting the game in other ways. But Jason Tatum, the Celtics' best player, I'd be interested to see if he has one of those nights because he plays pretty well on the road as well. But you also just have they've just got a great collection of talent. They just play great team basketball. So that's kind of what we've seen from the Celtics all season long, and I wouldn't expect it to change from what you're going to see tonight here in Dallas.
Thank you so much, Tom Giles, live in Dallas. We'll keep sticking to NBC Sports Boston, of course, for all of our coverage.